Die, Simon Blackwell. Uh-oh. Hey, you guys aren't really... Hold it! Who said that? What the hell? Please tell me he is truly a private investigator. Please. Please. That would actually save this case a little bit. Yeah, the case have been going downwards a little bit for me, viewers. I gotta be honest. It looks like I made it just in time. He threatened to kill Blackwell just now, though. It looks like I made it just in time. Edgeworth. I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Did you find something out about the Phantom's true identity? You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's robot's recognition systems. But none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright. That's not good. Is one of them Clay? But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'd best brace yourselves. It's Clay. Uh-oh. What? What? The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? An unidentified body that was found a year ago has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. Huh? Then does this mean... Yes, that man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright. An imposter? Then this mean... Who in the world is he? I mean, that means that we're gonna have to arrest him regardless if he's the Phantom or not, right? Problem solved. Damn, question marks? Enough of your trickery. If you'll not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you. Is that a mask? What the? No! His face! Oh. Look what you did to my mask. A mask? What is the meaning of this, witness? Okay, you got me. I guess I have to show you who I really am now. Is it Clay? Ah, oh, son of a bitch. Wait. But that's... Hey, Apollo. Yep, it's me. Solomon Sarbuck. Did they ever be in the same place at the same time? I think they were. I think he's faking. Mr. Starbuck? But that can't be true. That can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence.
Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat 1, which was set to be destroyed. Yeah, this is just another mask, yeah. I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone I want.
Objection.
Not so fast. I have the Phantom's psych profile right here. If we compile a psych profile on you and compare the results, it will prove that you're the Phantom. Objection. What is he changing to? Whom? It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the end justifies the means. What the hell? That voice, those words. I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Cykes. Professor Means? Means mask? I'll take what I want by any means necessary. No. Give me that evidence. Huh? Did he snatch it? Time to take out the trash. Permanently. He destroyed it? How could you? Now do you see? Now do you see? Now do you see now? Now do you see now? Now do you see now? Don't let have an I stay correct your English. Now do you see how powerful the end justify the means can be?
Silence.
How pathetic. He can't even speak without wearing another man's mask. Another man's face. Ah, but that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all. So the real Fulbright is already dead. A year ago at the very least. Or perhaps it is really the case that you don't even know who you are anymore. What must you see? What must you see when you look at in a mirror? What must you see when you look in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager. Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Blackwell? That's right. I don't know who I am. I'm always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. Damn, you don't believe in Jesus anymore? I have no self. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss. What's with this guy? Is he even still human? Interesting. And now, we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright. Professor? Oh, huh? I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. Where is the moon rock now? I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright. Your claims of a Phantom trap won't work anymore. Then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule. I think I will do just that. Get ready, because the Hope Capsule is about to seal your... Fudge! Yep. It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. This is what I was trying to point out in the very beginning when I presented the phony Vanti. That yeah, he told us that it disappeared. It disappeared. It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens. Looks like you have finally caught on. Full marks for the defense for effort. 10 points for Gryffindor. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion. Ah! So that's the real reason this courtroom was blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. I can't believe it. Have we really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent.
Objection!
And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prayer. You shouldn't say that out loud. I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright. At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Dono? I know, I'm trying. There's only one thing that can unmask this menace. The moon rock. But that was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing. And yet, is it really gone without a trace? What if some tiny part, some little fragment still exists? I pointed that out. Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture. It's funny that they are mentioning things by color and showing a black and white picture, by the way. Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's see your proof. What evidence will finally prove Phantom's identity? The Phantom, you mean?
Take that!
Isn't that the bomb that blew up the courtroom and the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity? Yes, Your Honor. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bombing. Specifically, right here! Cannot believe that I'm actually have to point that out.
Take that!
Please take a look at this newspaper article. This article about the Hat One. Now, please note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. Now they're giving us a colored picture. That's the moon rock. And when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments, see how there is a rock-like object with this with the same coloration? Oh my! Yes, I see it. I don't think the blood is gonna survive that, though. It would seem that the moon rock was such more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with blood. And DNA testing on that blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom. Unbelievable. But that's impossible. Huh. A surprise to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Alright, sure. Let us have the fragments tested straight away. Oh. And you'll be having a DNA test too, Fulbright. Bailiff! Contact the police department immediately and order the testing. Prosecutor Blackwell, what did the test results show? There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old. How can you determine that? DNA testing revealed? Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed. They confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't they? I think Blackwell should say it out loud, should confirm it. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. Maybe it's not. He's just trying to fool him. It's just a bluff. I need to hear Simon confirm it. There's no use in trying to talk your way out of it anymore, because I don't think they found the blood. I don't think they found blood. I don't think they found anything. I don't think they found anything, and Blackwell is bluffing. Admit it, you are the Phantom.
Objection!
What the? It's gonna imitate Phoenix. Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. Huh? Why? I like they call him Phoenix question mark. It was a pretty good objection too, don't you think? Now he's me? So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, no, not really, Your Honor. No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean the witness, Mr. Wright. Did this trial get any more insane? Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph and those just like it. How can you be sure they're pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab? I mean, doesn't matter. It has your blood on it. It doesn't matter. Care to explain what you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it. But how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right? I think you can, yeah.
Objection!
What do you mean you can't? You're just gonna analyze it with the database of what moon rocks actually are. Are you unless you're gonna tell me that, oh, that's another moon rock, which is absurd. He has to prove that there is gonna be another moon rock, and he can't. So yeah, why are we going with that? Don't be absurd. Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Anybody can see they're the same. They have the exact same coloration. But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. You have to prove that. It's highly unlikely a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be here. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
But your blood was found on one of the fragments. Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. And why not? I know it sounds like an excuse, but... several years ago, I tripped and fell in this very courtroom, and was hurt pretty badly. Maybe that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble? Even he must realize how ridiculous that sounds. I mean, he has to prove that, though. And yet, I suppose it's not completely out of the question. What do you mean? Ugh. I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smile. Goddamn. You're the last person I want to hear that from. Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible. And why not, Stink Eye? In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you'd need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. How do you know that? So you see, short of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock. Oh no! There's really no way to prove it? It's in your ear. Haha, are you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. It was such a valuable rock, too. A shame, really. But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it, right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care. We do? We do? We do. Even the person holding it hasn't realized it yet. I mean, does she actually know? Does she know the information that the fact that her earring is actually made of a moon fragment? Who told us that, by the way? Gave Athena. The stone was cut from a real moon rock that was being used for research. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing, as usual. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Try me. The piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost is this! This is actually the last piece of fragment, huh? We are going to finish the game. But just about the only things my mother left me with are widget. And this earring. Maybe she did love me, in her own way. Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left you a very important piece of evidence. She did? You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own. Yeah! Oh! She just realized? You mean... She just realized it? Exactly. A gift Dr. Cykes left her daughter. An item Athena has cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Cykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future. This is the defense and sample of the moon rock. That's your sample? This earring that Miss Cykes always wears was made from that original moon rock. What? All this time? It was right here all along? No. Ugh. It can't be. If the composition of the bombed fragments and the earring are found to be a match, then it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that the origin of the fragments in this photo, and since the test results showed that the blood on the fragments was yours from 7 years ago, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I may not have Athena's ears, but now, even I can hear the fear in your voice. Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all of my emotions behind years ago. Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. By the way, you still have your earrings on. Would have been cool if she actually removed it, and they actually removed it for this scene. You can't face them because you have nothing, no love, no trust. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. I suppose you do. I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me. Couldn't get over the trauma of my past. Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
Yeah, they're just bullying him. Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Cykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? Ha! How can I run from myself? When there's nothing inside. Nothing at all.
Objection!
I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand, but people have emotions. It's just a fact of life. And so, people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? fear inside of me is this? No. Ah! Ah! Oh shit! I'm afraid. I'm scared. I feel fear. Yeah, I'm gonna have nightmares. Yeah, we're gonna have nightmares. What's with these eyes? Can't outrun yourself. Remove that mask and unleash your emotions. Woo! Point at him. Bully him. Confront your guilt head on. With your own true face. My own true face? No, please don't. I know you're here. See, I haven't revealed anything yet. Honest. Ah! Ah! My true face, my face, my face. What? I don't think that's him, no. Yeah, I don't think that... Whoa. This is my face? Is it? Is it? No. That's not it. No! It isn't me either. Ah! Is this me? Which one is my face? Oh, wow. Oh, no! He got shot? Damn, he got shot. He got sniped. Damn, we're not gonna know who that guy is? Are you kidding me? A sniper attack? A sniper attack in this very courtroom. It chills me to my bones. But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as well as we speak. Prosecutor Blackwell. How's Detective Fulbright? I mean, his imposter doing? He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. What? He appears to be in no danger of dying. Well, I was fortunate for all of us. The analysis on that final piece of evidence Wright Dono submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earring and the fragment with the blood on it match. We can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murders and bombings at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4, and all of his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all. Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place? Yes, Your Honor. It doesn't matter. I mean, we gave her the non-guilty verdict. Or, well, I guess technically not, but... we need to have some sort of a fanfare, I guess. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Cykes, guilty! Not guilty! Confetti! Court is adjourned. December 20th, 9:12 p.m. Damn, very late. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Pearls. And thank you for being there for Athena. It's the least I could do. But Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy, I'm so glad to see you. Nobody shot you? Shucks. Trucy, are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up. Your spirit too? That's our Trucy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Except for me. Right. I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Edgeworth. We never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Oh, come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? We're the ones who have been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you were the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor, right? Yes, well, we knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to its successful conclusion. I'm kinda disappointed, by the way, viewers. I'm kinda disappointed. It still doesn't make sense, though, right? Actually, maybe they're gonna actually show us something later. Maybe they're gonna actually show us something later on. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to its successful conclusion. Besides, it was you that saw to it I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you? Yeah, getting my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? It should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. Hey Edgeworth, think we can finally bring the Dark Age of the Law to an end? I really don't understand how these events actually brought this shitty ass Dark Age of the Law thing that they're trying to do here. I really don't get it. Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away. Whatever. You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you. Instead, the furrows in that brow of yours just keeps getting deeper and deeper. I don't see any furrows. So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it. Or Athena's gonna kick your ass! The complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals. Athena! I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas. Well, I know that. I know that if I didn't get your I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. Huh? Seems a little bit naive. I'm so glad I made it in time. Aw, she's crying. Happy tears. Just barely, but I still made it. Atta girl, Athena. It's good to see you finally let your tears out. Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you. She always right here in this animation. Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that. It was never my intention to just throw my life away. But something in this world are more important than your own life. Like what? Come on, Athena. Come on, Athena. He wants to get into your pants. My honor-bound duty to protect with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure. Huh? That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai. Through and through. Nah, he just wants to get into her pants. Well, it looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo? Athena? Thank you both. It took all of us together to pull it off. Actually, I think it's really cool having more than one defense attorney that we can actually use. Like usually, like in the previous game, of course. In the previous games, it's usually Phoenix and Maya or Apollo and Trucy. But in this game, it's actually feels really good that we have more than a defense attorney. At least they probably have like better opinions than that. It definitely feels cool. I actually liked having all of them in the trial. You bet, boss. What a team we are, huh? Tag team. It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. I'm a lucky guy. My office has the best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm going to work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Right to Anything Agency. Well, nobody's going to try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free, thanks to Mr. Wright. But there are so many more people out there who need our help. Yeah, there's gonna be more Phoenix Wright games. And that's actually a good thing. I'm not gonna say no to that. For more Phoenix Wright games. You're right, and I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. If we ever hope to fully bring the dark age of the law to a close... Hey! I know one thing we have to do. Everyone's gonna shout objection. We have to celebrate with a ball of, piping hot noodles. Huh? What was the name of that noodle stand? Yeah, Ildune's noodles. Ildune's noodles. By the way, Ildune is just noodles backward, by the way. Or noodle. Should have called it Sildune. Sildune's noodles. Nothing like a ball of Ildune's noodles after a trial. All of all on Mr. Wright's tape. This is when he is gonna shout objection. That's how it works at the Write Anything agency, right, Mr. Wright? Huh? As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles. Huh? I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? The more the merrier, right? Oh, Mr. Lick, look how far you've come. Who knew you'd grow up to be such a generous gentleman? Guys, under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say. Only if I get to join in. Hey, no fair. I want to say it too. Okay, here we go. So the thing is, viewers, for those who don't know, in the DS games, when the game released, you had the opportunity to actually shout out objection, because the DS had like some sort of a microphone functionality. So you can actually say objection. And I think the game actually, I think if the game forces you to say objection out loud, at the very least in the first game, I can't remember correctly, but this is when was the, where the game actually, you know, tell you to shout objection to the mic. And I think that's a thing in the 3DS as well, but I've never owned a 3DS. But yeah, here goes.
Objection!
And there it is, viewers. There it is. I was trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly now that so I decided to go around and buy jobs. Scanned air conditioner and sell computer lessons. I think I should have found him in a few legal lessons. Now that's okay. This is the Write Anything agency after all. I have to read all of that. So I'm gonna try and follow these. Read them out. What happened to you? I really did. I really did think that she is a part of whatever happened. With how does the sun red pepper instead? What is she babbling about? I really thought that she had something to do with all of this. But she's useless? End of the dark age of the law, you say? Tisk, how naive. Don't you know it's something necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me? Wow! He was faking evidence too? God damn. That's canon? I've been asked to debut Great Mask Wrestle Tenmataru. Scheduled to against the amazing Ninetales next though. What to do? Fight finish with myself. Demon lawyer to be an amazing Ninetale. That's not a bad idea. Cow. So we're to meet again, my little friend. You want to make Apollo into a wrestler? Would you believe it? The Alderman of Ninetales now? Pretty impressive. Took over after Rex Cubi. Wow. What'd you say? Would you like me a little donation to help us? Think you're doing? The jig's up. Better make a run for it. He was lying. He's not his aide. Thought I wanted to be an artist, but after seeing the amazing job Athena did, I started becoming genuinely interested in law. I'm studying the bar exam. I'm gonna prosecute Athena someday. You... What? Damn, she wants to get into her pants too? Famous entrance exam. With a score of 100 points, of course. Juniper, our dream will live on! Can we see her face? I found 3 boxes, all 3 of them, but they were... Because I want a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge. Entire school newspapers, as right as you can see. Now let's see, the fresh blood. Our editor cried so hard, the graduation rehearsal. The card box. We're not gonna see how she looks? I thought she's gonna remove it completely. Man. One night only urine concert. I still remember the President Student Council song. Like no high school student, however. She is a judge. It'll be the coolest trial ever. Yeah. Give this place a good cleaning from top to bottom. It doesn't look clean, but it's already a mess again. Oh. Guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitude of the people in this office. Are you gonna beat us up? Is that foreshadowing? Oh, this guy. Ha! Humanity's dream for outer space will never die. By the planning of that 3? Look upon me, people. This great age of the witness the glory of Yuri Kalmus. What do you... Oh, director. Yes, yes. Rocket preparations are fully complete. Yes. Doesn't mean anything to me. Director? Assistant Director Yuri Cosmo. Who is the director now? Is it gonna be Solomon? Is it gonna be Solomon? I'm going to the moon. Our mommy Metis came to the moon. Which is more interesting. Montes Prineus? What? There be near Miss Aura. What? Oh, he's crying. Ready for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! To the moon for real this time! To my lawyers, I know now I should be. But I'm worried. You can't breathe in space. Uh-huh? And what do you mean you can't breathe in space? Did you just learn this fact? You're not the director now? Who's the director now? No, I'm not employed here. I simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. When I was around, I've been... What sort of case oh, your father was accused? Huh? Huh? Who is this one that's talking? Usually... Maybe we're gonna learn later. For the next monthly salary assessment. Hey, Nick! What are the all manners? It seems solving that case is thought the child went through. Am I alright? Yet another debt of gratitude, but I will repay him one day. You can trust that. Yeah, I don't know who we are, by the way, viewers. Usually they talk to someone, and I don't know who this guy is. Definitely not right. Is that it? Yeah, I think is that it. So yeah, there it is, viewers. There it is. This is cool art. I don't think I remember this art. There it is, viewers. Phoenix Wright, Dual Destinies. I really do enjoy these games, viewers. I really do enjoy these games. As you can see, it's some sort of it's all about being, you know, for those who are like lasted all this playthrough or even played any of the Phoenix Wright. You know, that's all about, you know, trying to find the logic about of these. Puzzles that they usually offer. Hopefully they're gonna actually showcase something new here. Uh, and the characters and colorful characters and narrative definitely make this game really interesting and fun. And this one is usually the what make this game or make this game shine in the end is actually the last case. And I gotta be honest, like the last case in this game. Wait, that was developed on the MT framework. MT framework, by the way, it's the MT framework is like an engine proprietary engine owned by Capcom. Yeah, that's a really good engine too. There was a really good engine too, so makes sense that this game is running well on emulators, I guess. But yeah, the thing that usually what makes each and every game shine is definitely the last case in each of these games. And I gotta be honest, this case started really in a really cool way, but I gotta be honest, it definitely, like, the fact that we actually try to pin down the identity of the Phantom, that's so hard that, oh hey, we're gonna actually, how can we make sure that this is a fragment from the goddamn moon rock? That actually like kind of blew that case for me. Otherwise, it's actually started really great, but it became weaker and weaker. And I don't know if they're gonna show something in this after all of this, the epilogue, because it definitely seems to me that
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
who's the other guy?
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Oh, that's the Hat 3. What is she, damn, look at the waifu! Long-haired waifu! I'm down!
Mr. Starbuck!
You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
The moon's closer than you think!
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right.
Though through the years, I've seen as much joy as a heartache. Well, just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up towards a brighter tomorrow. The end. Is is the is the game kicking me to the goddamn Google Play Store? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Uh, there's something that I'm gonna showcase here, but before I do that, is this gonna show the credits? Copyrights during investigation. Copyright. Uh. So yeah, as I said, viewers, that the usually the last trial is the one that actually shapes the whole game together. Like some of these trials here are not gonna be memorable really, because usually they build up to a point, and that's the reason why this game definitely didn't really do a good job in building to this point. Well, it did a little bit. It did a little bit, especially with this one. Uh, a little bit in this one, but the how things turned, like I actually thought it was really interesting. I thought it was really fun. The fact that you know Apollo, like the change of characters and the change of character and Apollo, even though they really didn't establish his friend Clay really well. I gotta be honest. It would have been hit definitely much better if they were to, establish Clay as a character, as someone that we knew and we've seen regularly, and then see him die later. It would have definitely hit much harder. The way that things built up, it built up really well from this episode to the last episode, to the last case. Pretty well until the point where like we found out that, hey, without a shadow of doubt, that we have the evidence. We have the evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom all along, which was a little bit disappointing to me, because I really thought Clay might be the Phantom. That would have been really cool, or at least if he was some sort of a whatchamacallit, some sort of a private investigator, but he was not. He was not even that. Even though it still doesn't answer the fact that he had he had fingerprint. He had we had Clay fingerprints on that lighter that turned into a gun. Like, how did that happen? Also, the fact that I think the fact that the fingerprints were supposed to be a fingerprint for someone holding holding the lighter in his right arm or left arm. I forgot which hand. What left hand or right hand? I forgot which one was it. But like, all of these definitely suggested that Clay was more. There was more to Clay than meets the eye, but in the end, he was nothing. And oh no, in the end, he was just trying to do his best to protect the goddamn moon fragment, the moonstone, or the moon rock, or whatever, which built up to be really generic and boring. And that's and yeah, worst thing about this case is the conclusion. Actually, it would have definitely been grown to be actually one of the better cases, but after I've seen it to its fullest, it might be the weaker case in all of these Ace Attorney games. I gotta be honest with you, viewers. It's pretty much the worst final case in and compared to the all of these games. It turned really great at the beginning, but in the end it dwindled to be a really uninteresting. I'm not gonna say it's bad, of course. It's just uninteresting. I'm not like, even this is some sort of a critique. You can take that as a critique, viewers, not an actual review of the game. The game, like, is the game good? Yes, this game is good. This game is fun. This game is unique. You really still don't see these type of games. People might actually bring in Danganronpa, but Danganronpa doesn't have the same. The thing is, Danganronpa is doing its own thing, you know, for better or worse. For me, it's for worse, because I've never found Danganronpa interesting with the high school settings and whatnot. This game is upbeat, a little bit, which they're gonna have to make it upbeat because you know, they're trying to sell it to. Yeah, you know, these games all have always been upbeat to a certain point. They can actually turn really, really grim at some point. Not necessarily in like visually and whatnot, but really in aspect and situations. And this one surprisingly was upbeat, even more than the other Ace Attorney games, which definitely. I don't know. Definitely, it definitely shows. It definitely shows. But yeah, in the end, I don't think this is a bad game. This is a good game. I enjoyed it. I would probably say that this one might actually be probably one of my favorite. Could be my one of my best let's plays on the channel. Yeah, you bet that I'm gonna upload this to the channel. Hopefully. And yeah, that's pretty much what I can say about the game. Like, the game is good. The and I definitely, yeah, it's like, if you've never played any of the Ace Attorney games, like, this is not just a review for any this is not just a review for the Ace Attorney game. Like, would you recommend this game? Have a nice day. And the answer is that if you have never played the Ace Attorney games, I think it's the best way for you to get introduced to to these kind of games is by going to the first one. You start from the very first game and go by the chronological releases. You know, Ace Attorney 1, 2, 3, and then you go to play Apollo Justice, and of course continue with this one. And yeah, and for those who are already interested in the, like, already played the Ace Attorney game, but never played this one, I think that's the answer is obvious. You definitely want to jump into this one, to the newest Ace Attorney game. So it's definitely like minding that this game is not written or directed by the original creator of the series. Uh, it shows like I still think, yeah, I think, like, as I said, since the last case always shapes the whole game experience altogether. Uh, I'm gonna have to judge the game and compare to the other ones, and I'm gonna have to say this probably might be the weakest. It has some really good ups, but really low lows, especially with the last case. The way that Apollo turned, it's really like the arc. I like the arc, but it's the idea itself was great. The the performance of it, or how they actually went through it, especially with making Apollo have some sort of an impact of for the loss of his friend. There was no impact that can actually that you know, I'm sounding a little bit redundant, but yeah, the fact that there was no impact at all about how I couldn't feel the impact of how Apollo felt about the loss of his supposedly quote unquote best friend. Uh, but yeah, but still, this game has the best waifu, and she's a lesbian too. So that makes it the best Ace Attorney game. Yeah. But yeah, for those who have never played the Ace Attorney games, jump right in. It's one of the most unique games that you'll ever play, and of course, start with the first one. It's available in most recent systems and on PC as well. You can buy it on PC. For those who have never played this game, I would say yeah, it's an easy, highly recommended game. If you've already played the other game, all of them, and you've never played this, yeah, jump on it. This game is really fun. It has all the things that makes an Ace Attorney game, and what makes it really fun and enjoyable. So yeah. By all means, jump to this game and have a lot of fun with it. Just like how I had a lot of fun with this game and this playthrough, viewers. And I thank you very, very much for watching. Tune in, viewers, to another episode. Yeah! This Let's Play hasn't ended, viewers. There's gonna be one last special episode that was supposed to be a DLC episode, viewers. This is not the last episode of this game. This is gonna be a special DLC episode. I actually don't know if I'm gonna add this episode, edit out the last episode and make the last episode be after this. But I might actually just go with how this game was intended to play and make this the final case of this playthrough. But yeah, the playthrough hasn't ended yet, viewers, and we have one last case that we need to solve. So, yeah. Tune in for more Ace Attorney Dual Destinies with a special episode, Turnabout Reclaimed.